Hops, parking duty.
Sir, I'm not just some token bunny.
You strike out, you resign.
With the return of Disney's buddy cop duo Nick and Judy, many rumors have circulated on the internet about various details of the second Zootopia film. So, if you're curious about which characters we'll see or how the plot will unfold, stick with us to find out. Every animated movie is met with high hopes, but after Zootopia surpassed the $1 billion mark, those hopes may have been exceeded. With a 98% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, Zootopia has already won over audiences and critics. It also set a record at the box office for the biggest Disney animation debut ever. Given the enormous critical and financial success of Disney's Zootopia, it makes sense that fans would be interested in a sequel. Audiences were won over by the buddy cop film from 2016 with its touching and approachable message about prejudice as well as its effortless comedy. Since it came out, there have been countless rumors on the internet about what the sequel would look like, who would return, and when it would be released. On a fan poll on the subreddit of Zootopia, many fans said they would be willing to wait up to 5 years for a sequel if it turned out to be better than the first. Although it's a high bar to reach, anything's possible. Zootopia had a lot to offer. The movie was clearly something different with amazing storylines and even more amazing humor that was definitely for adults. Most fans were initially hesitant to give it a chance because they all assumed it was just a silly kids movie that they wouldn't find enjoyable. But the marketing for Zootopia was so effective that it followed us everywhere. Disney certainly knows how to promote a movie. But let's discuss the film's depth. The themes of Zootopia are much more complex than they first appear. They cover prejudice and friendship, and after watching it, you're struck by how relatable it is. This is primarily why the film rose to the top of the box office. It's unlikely your children would always grasp the concept that Disney was attempting to convey. But one thing is certain, children's cartoons can frequently be thought-provoking. Zootopia, for example, perfectly depicted prejudice and racism by using the problem with various animals of various shapes and sizes. And this was undeniably a representation of racial profiling. So, before I tell you more about the characters and plot, smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde were essentially the Buzz and Woody of the first Zootopia, and since they were portrayed by Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman in the sequel, it only makes sense they would return for a sequel. J.K. Simmons as Mayor Lionheart, Mark Smith as Officer McHorn, and Idris Elba as Chief Bogo are a few of the cast members we're hoping to see again. During a meet and greet in 2019, the late Tommy Lister, who played the impulsive fox Finnick, told fans, "I can tell you for sure I'm doing another Zootopia with Disney." He continued saying a trilogy was in the works and the sequel would cost around $300 million. Given that he passed away in 2020, it's difficult to say whether or not he'll be replaced by another actor. Since the majority of the original cast was anticipated to return, rumors about other well-known actors joining the cast, including Mike Myers, Rami Malek, Jenny Slate, Sting, and yes, even Adam Sandler circulated online. It'll be intriguing to see if any of these well-known actors will appear in Zootopia 2 now that its sequel's confirmed. As popular as the first film was, it may be a wise decision to board the Zootopia 2 train. The main plot of Zootopia was significantly altered in the final stages of production, which explains why it's somewhat unusual for a Disney film. Instead of Judy Hopps, the original story was primarily told from the perspective of the cunning fox Nick Wilde. The plot underwent a huge shift in the middle of the movie, according to the director Byron Howard, because it was hard to like Nick. Nick was immediately revealed to be a liar, making Judy look foolish for falling for his tricks. Because Zootopia didn't end abruptly, there are numerous possibilities for a sequel. Goodwin stated that she would like to see Nick have to be the one to convince Judy that the world is worth fighting for, and Bateman expressed similar sentiments for the sequel. Bateman also expressed his desire to see the two of us kicking ass out there, keeping the streets clean. We're just two new cops out there, so bad guys take note. Given the political and societal changes that have occurred since 2016, it'll be interesting to see how the sequel manages to portray Judy and Nick's policing in a positive light without going too far. The themes of diversity, racial profiling, and acceptance from the first movie are expanded upon in the sequel. Judy and Nick may continue to improve their neighborhood, or they may leave it, encounter new animals with more intricate social structures and think about how to change their policing approach. But let's admit, we all want to know if something's gonna happen between Judy and Nick. With so many fans asking and hoping for this to happen, the producers may have changed their mind, because the first movie did not even hint that we can even hope that they will get together. When questioned about it, the directors claimed that Nick and Judy were simply friends and had no other relationship. Then there's also the fact that Judy confessed her love for Nick at the conclusion of Zootopia, though that could just easily be interpreted as platonic affection and playful conversation. When the directors of Zootopia, Byron Howard and Rich Moore, revealed that a deleted storyboard scene existed in which Nick and Judy were on their way to Judy's apartment only to be met by her family, who believed Nick to be her boyfriend, they added fuel to the shipper fire. It appears that others were considering the possibility of a romantic chemistry between Nick and Judy in addition to the Nick and Judy shippers. Additionally, Judy demonstrated in the first movie that she always gets what she wants despite the fact that some rules forbid it, and we previously stated Nick will also demonstrate his side in the follow-up. The characters in this movie begin as friends before falling in love, making it a first for Disney movies. By this point in their relationship, Judy and Nick have been together for a lot longer, so they are well worth their own love story arc. It's difficult to imagine them not ending up together in some capacity given their chemistry and shared character flaws. Nick is the cynic, whereas Judy is the wide-eyed optimist. Nick is the wit, whereas Judy is the heart, and so on. They are a perfectly balanced couple, making them one of the most lifelike animated couples in recent years. That is to say, there is no reason why they shouldn't continue to be a typical couple. We'll have to wait and see though. Although there haven't been many details revealed about Zootopia 2, one intriguing plot summary has been revealed, and we couldn't be more thrilled about it. According to numerous rumors, Zootopia 2 will also center on a tiger who served as one of Giselle's backup dancers. The singer was a likable character, and fans would undoubtedly want to find out more about her, so this would add many intriguing storylines to the movie. Oh, and last but not least, it's always a good idea to add more songs to the movie, and Zootopia undoubtedly had a fantastic soundtrack. Am I right? It might sound strange, but it would be very interesting to watch Bonnie and Stu's personality develop while they're back at the Hops family farm. The fact that Judy encouraged them to branch out and work with Gideon Gray and his bakery suggests that she may help them do more than just become ordinary carrot farmers. Although it's unclear what kind of adventure Bonnie is taking Stu on, he might find it very uncomfortable. No fan is louder than the chubby Clawhauser, and he may get his wish to see his angel with horns. One can only hope that viewers will be shown the neon-lit party scene that was shown following the first movie. Viewers can only speculate on amusing possibilities of these two opposing Giselle fans getting together, as it's unclear what the irritant BOGO will do in this scenario. And because of that, you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell. As an alternative, the Disney film might continue one of the plots or subplots that were introduced to us in Zootopia Plus, the web series. As we all know, Disney loves to capitalize on its franchises, and while we're waiting for Zootopia 2 to come out in theaters, now might be a good time to re-watch the original movie again. We'll see you in the next video.